Hola, fellow humans. This week coming up, I get this to look like this, and then make it look like this. It's engine out time. Let's get to it. Hello. Change of plan today. I intended to get the van over to the boat and completely empty the boat as the first job sort of thing, because she's an absolute mess and I just want to get it completely tidy and empty, and then I can just work on it and do stuff without constantly moving things and just store everything in the back of my van. Unfortunately, there's a boat in the way and I can't get my van into the yard, so I'm just going to crack straight on with getting the engine out. So, first job, to get the engine out. Take the mainsail off. Sounds weird, doesn't it? But I want to hoist off the boom, and I want the mainsail off anyway because I want to take it somewhere and get them to look at it. I don't know if I can afford to get it fixed. I just want them to maybe bodge it a bit because I didn't get the job that I applied for. So the money that I've got is all the money that I've got. So I need to be very, very careful about what I spend it on. It's got to be things that absolutely need doing and nothing else. So yeah, that is the first job. Get the mainsail off, and then we can hoist off the boom and stuff like that, and then I'll get the engine out and down onto the ground and something else. Take the boom off, and then the mast is ready to be unstepped, which I'll just ask them to do in the yard. I think it's 120 quid to get the mast unstepped, and then I can just work on it. I can inspect the rigging, I can sort the bottom of it out, yada yada blah blah. Basically, once the engine is out, I can get the cockpit sole up when the weather permits. I can clean out all the bilge and paint it, sort out the bilge pumps that aren't working quite right, sort out the cockpit drains, and then bada bing bada boom, I can put all that back together, sort the hull out, get it put back in the water without the mast on while I fix it up, and then I can get the mast stepped when it's back in the water and all the rigging tuned and all the rest of it. That is the plan. So yeah, let's get the... What am I doing? Mainsail off. That's it. Et voila, we're outside. First job will be the cover and the outhaul and the glue and the blah and the blah, get the doodads. Yeah, let's get on with that, shall we? Can you see anything there? That'll do. Right, so we're up at the boom. As you can see, mast is secured into the boom track with these little sliders, which just come out like that. So I need to get those out and then detach the glue down here and the one out the back, and I think that's about it. I don't know, I'm learning as I go. This is a little out hollow more jiggle. Just to get this out and get this off. I'll probably service all this as well at some point. First job's this little doodad. Awesome camera work. I should probably tell you what these are really, shouldn't I? So this is a slider. This keeps the sail to the boom, and that can move backwards and forwards when it's serviced. And this one here pulls the sail towards the end of the boom to keep the foot of the sail tight. And you can adjust that and allow the foot of the sail to curve if you want to get more belly in the sail or whatever. I'll just undo this and faff about. I forgot a bit. The reefing lines need to come out as well, so I'll just untie these and pull them through, otherwise the sail, because they come through the sail, through the doodads to a thingy, so I'll get rid of those. I've undone the last one, attaching it to the boom now, so that's free, blah blah blah, and I can get the last one of them out, and voila, a sail that's built. It's a motorboat. I'm going to take the motor out, so then it's just a rowing boat, I suppose. Right, carry on. Right, we have a free boom, apart from the topping lift and the end fittings, which I'll get out of the wind. Topping lift and the end fittings, which sorry, the main sheet and the topping lift, that I need to leave on for the time being, because I want to be able to control the boom, and the gooseneck's still attached. So what I'm going to do is run the main halyard to here as well to support the centre of the boom, and then come off the boom with the chain hoist down to yonder engine, pull it out. Then I may well then reposition the engine further down the boom so that it can be swung out further rather than being limited to the arc here, sort of thing, which would probably only just get it over the side of the boat. So yeah, that's the next job. Well, I'm going to drag the sail down onto the deck, flake it, put it in the van in a bit. Yeah. Right, everything's settled, ready to, apart from the main halyard to support the boom, but I'll do that in a minute. So all that's holding the boat in, the engine in, is the mounts. So what I'm going to do is just back these nuts off a little bit and take it out with the mounts attached so that it's not sort of scraping up those threads. Then just undo those bolts there. I'm out of breath because I forgot a connection, which you can't really see down there, and all the screw was mullered and everything, so I've just had a right battle getting it out. But yeah, that's where we're up to. I'm just going to back those off. I'm not going to bother filming that, and then it should be ready to lift. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it on my own because I don't know. We'll see. I'll just start and see how it goes in a bit. It's times like this you really hope that this guy knows how to drive. Yeah, so bolts are out. Remember I said I'm not smoking. Remember how I said it's like, oh, a little 5-minute job and blah blah blah. Yeah, well, 5 minutes turned into 20 minutes, 2 cigarettes, and some swear words that would have made, Christ, that's closed. Some swear words that would have made a navvy blush. But yeah, she's literally ready to out, so I'm going to dive out and tie up the main halyard to the middle of the boom above the lifting point to give it some extra support. Then it's not all on the topping lift and the centre of the boom, and then basically try and pop her out. See you in a minute. I think we're ready to go. I don't know how much you're going to see because I might be in the way, but we'll see. Well, she's up. I need to go outside somehow. It's basically out. The chain's just stuck underneath, so I need to try and get out to manipulate the chain and stuff, so I'll be back. You know how I'm an idiot? It turns out my camera's an idiot as well, because I started recording when I moved. I lifted the boom up at an angle to give me more height to get over the combings. Tied all that off, moved the thingy back, moved the engine along inside the cockpit, blah blah blah. Lifted it up, let go of the main sheet, swung it over, started taking it down, none of which is recorded. So yeah, there's a gap of all that bit, then this bit happened. Bit noisy, isn't it, Bumble? A little bit, yeah. Especially with up exhaust on it. Oh. She's out. Let's have a look. An engine. Look at the corrosion on this already. I mean, I changed these a few months ago. Look at it. So there's clearly, this is one of the areas that the water must be leaking in and dropping on this because it would be dry otherwise. I'm actually going to take the mounts off because I want to remove that nut there so that they sit further down onto the mounts. She's just scabby, isn't she? Manual fuel doodad. I've replaced that fuel filter and the oil filter and everything. What I need to replace is this gear selector because it's rotten. I've got one of those somewhere, so that'll be a fun job. I may move it in relation to the trestle so I can get to it a bit better, but for today I'm just going to pack it away and make it waterproof. What else is it to look at? Throttle, stoppy doodad. Yeah, This is a new belt, but I've noticed that, where is it? There's no nut on here, on the tensioner doodad, so I need to sort that out, don't I? That isn't all the way in either, bizarrely. Yeah, I think I might redo all the electrics on it as well while it's off. It shouldn't be a huge job. But yeah, there she is. I'm gonna get her put to bed because the sun's getting a bit low in the sky, and go and edit this video. I was gonna take the boom off, but having thought about it, I don't know if I need to get the engine back in before the mast comes off, because I don't know if they can step the mast with it still on the hard, and I'll need the boom to get the engine back in. Let's have a quick look upstairs and see what we're working with, and then that'll be it for this week. Okay, here is the Black Hole of Calcutta. But Bruce bought me this, so you can see. Right, she's out. You can see there's still water in the bilge. And the bilge is just disgusting, isn't it? You can see where I could reach to clean that bit, but not the bits down there. So this is all coming out. Underneath there, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but you'll see how the cockpit sole is connected. So I need to get in there. I need to get in there to undo all that, and reseal it all, and then clean all the bilge out, replace everything in there. So yeah, I'll need to wait for some good weather because it'll just rain straight into it. But that's the job for another day. For now I can just seal this up. The next job will be to get the mast down, if, like I say, I can get it re-stepped, or stepped, while the boat's on the hard. Otherwise I'll have to reassess, I'm not sure. My camera's upside down. Yeah, well, that's that really. I'll put the engine to bed, and then see right up my nose. I'll put the engine to bed. Put the engine to bed. Seal it all up, and then that's it for today. Come back tomorrow, depending on weather, and yeah. Unless I've got something else to say back at the boat when I'm editing this, I think that's that. Auf Wiedersehen. Hello, it's me back at the boat. Don't do that with your hair. I got shouted at for messing with my hair. Not shouted at, but it's sort of a nervous tick. It's something I do, so. Things have changed already. So I didn't get the job, as I think I mentioned earlier in the video. I can't remember, but there is another job. I may as well just tell you, it's at the marina. I applied to be berth master at the marina. I got down to the last two, but didn't make it. But another job's come up, working in the yard at the marina, which will be handy. So I've applied for that one as well. I should know in a couple of weeks if I get that one. So yes, I am waiting again now to see if I get a job, but at least I might get a job and be able to keep myself going over winter and stuff. In terms of the boat, things have changed as well, because I need to leave the boom on, because it'll be easier to get the engine back in. I'm not actually in a rush to do the mast. I don't need it done until I'm setting off, which I'm not doing just yet, so it'll be handy to have that in. Also, if the boom's on, I can create a tent over the cockpit, and with a tent over the cockpit I can work down in the bilge and all the rest of it when it's raining, which it's going to do from now until forever. So it enables me to continue working, and makes that tent building easier, makes getting the engine back in easier. I can complete the bilge, fasten all the cockpit up, get the engine back in, yada yada yada, over the next week or so, and then I'll think about getting the mast off. Yeah. So yeah, that is it for this week. It's quite a long video. I'm sort of editing it at the minute. This is me talking the last bit. It's like 27 minutes plus. I've already rambled on here for 2 minutes, so that's 29 minutes. But it enables me to have more adverts in it. I'm very sorry about that, but YouTube puts more adverts in the longer the video is. And for reference, my last video was 20 odd minutes, and I think it put 6 adverts in it. And from that, I got 45 quid compared to the same views on a shorter video where I only got £18. So basically double my money for making a bit of a longer video. So videos are going to be a bit longer because I need double the money. So that's that. Yeah. Waffling. Right. See you next week.